We're in the Redlands with all the Indians right now.
The Redlands?
Right next to San Bernardino.
Are you high?
Kill me! Cool.
What's going on, YouTube?
What's going on, YouTube? Another podcast coming right at you.
Yeah, we out here. We are driving in a car together.
Dude,
We got
we're driving in a car.
My name is Josh. I'm with the co-hosts Adam and Noah, and then
We are the hosts. You are the co-host. You racist bastard.
we also have our special guest Courtney with us.
Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi.
It's her first time on the podcast.
First
She's
time.
not even a
Courtney,
co-host
welcome.
because she's a woman.
I'm putting the microphone here.
Why? It's just gonna slide around. It's recording it just fine when it's down
It's
there.
gonna be rattling the entire time when we're on the freeway. You dunce.
Oh, we'll get a car with better suspension. I'll just hold it.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna be talking. we're gonna be talking. It's gonna get a lot worse because we're gonna be talking about everyone's favorite Star Wars movie, and by
yes.
far the most controversial, Star Wars Episode 9: The Rise of Skywalker. So we all know that The Last Jedi sucked balls.
No. It was great.
Was it?
What the is wrong with you?
It was a great movie.
You thought that little Asian girl was good?
No, she wasn't even in the movie, you dumb.
The Last Jedi?
Wait,
Or are
hang
you
on,
talking about
hang on.
Rise of Skywalker?
Oh, well, did you say Last Jedi?
I was
Yes.
talking about Last Jedi. At
Oh,
first.
never mind.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you dumb.
I retract my statement.
You dumb.
Okay, so hang on. Let me just set the scene here. So all of us saw The Rise of Skywalker when it first came out.
We all liked it.
Well, it's February 2020 right now. We're now finally getting around to filming this podcast. And how many of us, by saying your name, like The Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
So Noah, you liked Rise of Skywalker.
Uh-huh.
Courtney, did you like Rise of Skywalker?
The answer is no.
It's not my favorite movie. I wouldn't see it again.
How dare you?
Okay, I was fine with it. It was an okay movie.
You
honestly.
hated it. You
No, I
hated
thought
it.
it was fine.
No, you
It had a
thought
good
And then Adam-
story.
well,
it
hang on,
had
hang on.
Good,
And then-
great special effects.
And then
Horrible
Adam,
story.
what did you
Special
think of-
effects for average?
Adam,
Average, are you an idiot?
I think
You're the dumbest on the face of the
I'm thinking.
What are you on about? That was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
about?
I would rather watch Captain Marvel 300 times than that movie.
No.
What about Cats?
I actually never saw that, so I don't know if it's good or bad. I heard it did terrible.
Would you rather go see Cats or Rise of Skywalker?
Probably
Rise
Cats,
of Skywalker.
honestly.
Boy,
What are you talking about? That movie was good.
It was horrible.
It undid,
Everything in it was so predictable.
It undid everything that the 8th one did, which
yes,
was awesome.
It did indeed. So there was a few things. So for the record, in case you couldn't tell by the screaming, Noah liked the movie. Adam hated the movie. That's why this podcast will be a little interesting. So Noah, you're right. They did change a lot of the things from Last Jedi, including
sucked.
like Rose's role in this entire movie. Like in Last Jedi, she was in the entire movie, but then in The Rise of Skywalker, she was in it for like a total of 2 minutes. By
They
the
were
way,
trying to get the Asian vote.
yeah. By the way, we are spoiling this movie for the record.
Yeah, Kylo Ren dies.
Yeah, well, spoiler.
It's like, why the would they even make the 8th one anyways then? It's like, they build up the Asian chick, they build up the ginger, and then they kill off the ginger and the Asian chick you see once at the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
It's like-
General Hux dies in like the worst way possible, which is kind of funny.
It's like they literally just built up these characters all to just be like, alright, we don't want you anymore, but we can't really just write you out, so we're gonna make up some stupid way that you guys weren't gonna be in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was stupid.
I loved it.
It was retarded.
So Noah, what were the things that you liked about the entire movie?
Well, it brought back the Sith, which I thought was pretty cool. And Chancellor Palpatine was back. And they the way they brought him back was understandable. And I thought that it was cool that Rey was the Sith's granddaughter. I thought that was cool. And she wasn't a Skywalker. I thought that was cool. And then the special effects were awesome.
The special effects were
Way
good.
better than that stupid piece of movie that Adam made with his laptop where he tried to pretend like he knew how to edit lightsabers.
Wait, what the hell? That was Kylo Ren. That was our movie.
Yeah, shut the
By the way, that movie was way better than The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker combined. So I don't even
That is not.
That is absolutely accurate. Anyway, okay, so those are the good things that you liked about the movie. Courtney, did you have any pros that you want to say about the movie?
I honestly don't know. It's been so long since I saw it.
It has been a while.
Christmas.
Oh, and Han Solo was in it, and I thought that was good.
Yeah, so is Han Solo a Force ghost? Question mark?
No, he's just memory.
I know. Those
Memory is the key, Josh. Memory is the key.
Memory is the key, yeah. So,
Shout out to Red vs. Blue. We're sponsored by them.
no, we're not.
Rooster Teeth, sponsor us!
Everything was done practically because J.J. Abrams came back, which was really nice. So, like, all the sets weren't like you were sitting in front of a green screen the entire
Are
time.
you going to ask me about my pros?
I was gonna get to it. Just going. We'll get to you. Don't worry. The practical stuff was good. The story, it honestly wasn't as bad. I did have an issue with Palpatine, but we can talk about cons later. Adam, did you have any pros of this movie?
I did. At the
was
end of the movie, Rey has a yellow lightsaber made of her staff. That was it.
Yep.
That was the coolest part.
That should have been at the very beginning, but nope.
She had a dope freaking lightsaber that she could have used. I think, and everybody's saying that there was like, what do you call it? Like, director's cuts of like her with a double-bladed lightsaber or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that would have been way cooler than her just using freaking stupid Anakin's stupid lightsaber.
So the original
and then
script,
Leia's.
Yeah, Leia had a lightsaber for whatever reason, which was retarded.
She did?
When the movie came out,
I thought you said you liked the movie. Did you
It's
even
been
pay?
time since I've seen it. You
anyway, so now Adam was bringing up a point. J.J. Abrams was the second director to direct Episode 9. Originally, it was supposed to be the guy who directed Jurassic World. He had a script and everything, and was originally going to call the movie Star Wars Duel of Fates. This had Rey having a double-bladed lightsaber, and a bunch of other different changes and stuff like that. But obviously, that didn't happen in this one. J.J. Abrams came back, took over, and then made some good changes, and then also some not-so-good changes. So, Noah, do you want to start us off on the cons? We'll go back around and end with Adam doing cons.
Well,
so, Noah, cons?
My only cons were, like, the 8th one the story so bad that, like, they were still, like, they couldn't quite fix it all in the 9th one.
Mm-hmm.
There was one point in the movie that seemed a little cheesy, but I just don't remember what it is.
Okay.
Is it at the final fight scene?
Was it the entire?
Was it the lesbians kissing at the very end?
Oh yeah,
That was great.
Like
But,
the two ugliest, oldest women kissing each other at the end of the movie, just because Disney wants to so that they can say the pro-feminist, pro-gay.
Well, for the record, they had to take out that scene when they shipped it over to Singapore. So.
Of course, because they don't accept over there. God bless America.
It was like at the end when
Singapore.
they're like, "Oh, if we believe that they'll come, they'll come."
Yes.
And then when they came, they're like, "We can fight them together." It was just, I thought that was kind of lame.
Yeah.
But like, still, overall, I thought the movie was really good.
Okay. Courtney, did you have any cons of the movie, or you just don't remember?
I would say, like, if they're gonna, like, just continue making more movies, just stop, just end it. Move on with something else.
Okay.
That's never gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. But this was officially the end of the Skywalker saga. Probably the biggest con that I had was at the very end of the movie. Like, there's the old lady that comes up to Rey. It's like, Rey, what's your name? And it's like, my name's Rey. Rey what? Rey Skywalker. It should have been Rey Star Wars. That's my only biggest, like, gripe.
Rey Star Wars?
No,
Yeah.
it should have been Rey Palpatine, and then it should have been Mace Windu as the other chick. Like, you're not the Senate yet.
I hated Palpatine in this movie. It should have just been either Kylo Ren as the main bad guy or Snoke coming back like as an evil Force ghost or something. I think bringing Palpatine back after he's been missing in 2 whole movies was just a cheap throwaway thing that they did.
It's basically
I
just
liked
saying
it. They
that
did
they're...
it in a good way. I thought it was
No, it was stupid.
They basically were just like, we're a bunch of lazy. We're gonna bring back a good evil, like, good
Yeah.
Sith.
Yeah,
Because
and
we
the
don't want to put in any of the other really cool Sith in it.
Oh, and Anakin Skywalker was supposed to be the chosen one that ends the Sith.
This newest trilogy definitely deletes like everything that Vader had ever done, like to redeem himself and stuff like that. So just like, oh, we're just pissing on Darth Vader's grave and Anakin. Like, who really cares? He's not the chosen one anymore. So it was just stupid.
I still don't.
All right, Adam. What were your cons?
First of all, Leia is a Jedi, which they just kind of skipped over all of that, which was stupid. I would have much rather seen a movie about Luke Skywalker and Leia being Jedis than this movie. Second of all, that was CGI. That was such horrible CGI. It was like really gross looking at them being young and stuff.
That was weird. They actually had to use the daughter for
I know.
Leia.
It was really bad. But let's see. Where should I start? There was a lot of stuff towards the end of the movie. Oh, I think Kylo Ren was better as a good person than a bad person. And Rey should have been the evil Sith through the last 3 movies, because that would have made the movies way better. Rey as a Sith looks way more badass than Kylo Ren.
Yeah, they just did like the one throwaway scene, like in the middle of the movie, like, hey, here's Rey with 2 double-sided lightsabers that fold or whatever, and she has crazy teeth too. So.
Yeah, it was cool, but.
Yeah. But no, I think everybody was hoping she would have went to the dark side, like, in the last one, and then, like, that Ben would flip. But it didn't happen. Ben flipped, which was cool, but he was there for, like, 5 seconds and then gets killed after kissing What's-Her-Face.
Yep. The whole bringing, like, healing people with the Force thing, the fact that they're just now introducing that in all of the Star Wars movies, just basically threw, like, a hatchet at all the Star Wars movies, because Star Wars Episode 3, Anakin could have literally just went back to Padme, healed her, boom, done.
He tried to heal his mom in the second one, and then also
he did?
Ben Kenobi. Yeah, remember she got beaten by the Tusken Raiders or whatever?
I thought she was...
And it was like, then he killed the men, the women, and the children too, the Tusken Raiders.
I know, I didn't think he tried to heal her, though.
Yeah, he did. He did like the little forehead thing, like what Ben Kenobi did in Episode 4 to Luke Skywalker.
Hello there.
I see what you're saying. There was a sort of Force healing. It just wasn't as advanced as the 9th one, like with Rey and Kylo Ren.
Yeah, the 9th one was just like, it kind of, I don't know. You would think that, like, they would introduce that earlier in the movies, like when people would die or something, and then they would transfer Force from another person to another person. Whatever. I just thought it was stupid.
Yeah, it did take a lot of Force. Like, I mean, in the end, like, Kylo Ren died saving Rey's life by using the Force, and then became a Force ghost, which I was bummed he didn't actually come back as a Force ghost, like at the end, like with Luke and Leia. It was just them. 2 old.
Which kind of, I don't know, it kind of seems like he wasn't as advanced to actually go through the trials of becoming a Force ghost.
Yeah, but didn't you like it?
But he was advanced enough to heal a person from the dead. It didn't make any sense.
Didn't you like it when they pulled the thing and they did a little shrug and it was like, ah!
The more that I watch, the more that I see it on like Instagram and stuff, it was a callback to Han Solo.
Oh, it was, yeah, which is really funny. So Noah, how come you're not defending your favorite Star Wars movie?
Because he doesn't give a.
It was good. I liked it. I don't know what to say about it. It's been too long since we've seen it, so I don't remember.
Yeah, that's true.
I do have another pro. When she was getting up and all the like Force people were talking to her.
Yeah.
They had so many throwbacks, not just from other movies, but from like other TV shows like the Clone Wars and stuff.
Yeah, that
was really cool.
They had Hayden Christensen say some stuff about
Force
or whatever. Mace Windu was in it, get your something like that. Like, I remember Becca sent
Liam
me
Neeson, Ahsoka.
Yeah, Becca sent me a meme on that, which is so funny.
Some of the guys from Rebels.
Yeah, Captain Monday.
Yeah, I wish at the end of the movie when Luke and Leia come back as Force ghosts, everybody else was back too.
I was actually really hoping it would be an Avengers Endgame style ending, where just all the Force ghosts running after Palpatine and the Sith or something.
That would have been freaking cool.
But then at the same time, that would have been really stupid.
No,
because they'd be copying Avengers Endgame.
It still would have been cool to watch, but it would be entertaining to the eyes. But the ending was stupid. It's just let me grab some lightsabers and freaking I don't know,
definitely
walk towards you very slowly.
So I do have some notes. Adam, I'll have you read it because
You're driving?
I'm driving right now.
Oh, and what's his name? Lando? Is that the black guy's name?
Yep, Lando Calrissian. He was in there for a solid 5 minutes.
I honestly did not like him being in the movie.
He was totally pointless to have in the movie. It would have been better off to say, like, oh yeah, he died after, before Luke, Leia, and Han. I'd be like, oh, he just died of natural causes. Oh, bummer, that sucks. But then they left it open at the very end, like, oh, hey, the black chick that was in it could be related to Lando Calrissian. Maybe a spin-off movie? Question mark? I don't know.
Which black chick? I don't remember.
Remember, it was the chick on the
planet with the broken Death Star and the waves.
So J.J. Abrams, like, he realized that Rian Johnson totally screwed up his universe that he was making. So then, like, did the same thing with that and just totally made a bunch of changes from The Last Jedi, like taking Rose out, like that love interest between the two. Got rid of that. Killed off Hux really quickly because Rian Johnson made Hux more of a comedic character, not a dramatic character. So that happened.
Who's Hux?
Hux is the ginger.
General thoughts on the movie, pros, cons, Easter eggs, a lot, Jedi voices, do it.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
Emperor Palpatine did say "do it" at one point.
Oh my gosh.
Like go out. Like I think when he was talking.
Was it the original actor?
It was, yeah, Ian McKellen.
Because I remember he was old.
He still is.
Yeah. Leia dies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. She should have died in the 8th one.
Yeah,
Because
she should have.
that 9th one, it was just like her death was like, you could tell it was someone else.
Oh yeah.
It was just kind of lame. I don't know.
It was whatever.
It didn't do her justice.
I see.
Whereas
what
like in
they're
the
trying
8th one, where like Kylo Ren shoots a freaking bridge and like blows her out into space, that would have been a cool death for her because like freaking Kylo Ren just killed her and killed his mother.
Yeah, that would have torn him even more. Like that would have probably been like, what am I thinking? Like I need to go back to the good side. Like, forgive me, Rey, and then Rey goes bad because Kylo Ren killed Han Solo and now Leia. So yeah, they could have totally wrote it like way better, but they didn't. Go figure.
And throwing lesbos into the end of your movie does not make your movie cool. It makes everybody who's straight hate your movie. Are we happy that Skywalker trilogy's over? Yes, we are. It's about time.
They should have ended it at 6, and then these last 3 should have had nothing to do with Skywalker.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of pissed about. The only good thing that came out of this trilogy was probably Kylo Ren, and that's it.
No. Kylo Ren sucks.
He was a good character. Like
he was not. He was. His character was so stupid.
What do you
You're
mean?
so stupid.
He had a cool helmet with a hood. And he looked badass. But no, everybody wants FaceTime now. They're not like the old movies where it's like, oh, your costume was badass as you're gonna make you wear it all the
As soon as he takes off his mask, I was like, look at that schnauzer.
Yeah, dude. You're literally just like, this guy is ugly as balls.
I don't know. But I liked his character out of all of them. Finn and Poe Dameron were probably a close second.
They should have been the Jedi! Women, they can't be Jedis!
Courtney, what do you have to say to that?
I don't care because I don't like Star Wars.
No, but they made this like cool backstory for Finn and everything.
Yeah, I know.
And so that he could be a Jedi, and then they literally just stole it from the original ones, where it's like some random person on a desert island working as a working as a scrappy. Except this time it's a woman, so it's better. It's stupid.
I think we're all pretty over the Star Wars saga. Mainly, since Disney's got their white gloved fingers all over it too. Like they're just wrecking it, milking it for everything they got. Next up, like I think at the time of this recording, the next thing that's going to be coming out that's Star Wars related is going to be The Mandalorian Season 2, because the Obi-Wan Kenobi...
I thought it was the Clone Wars.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Technically, it's the last season of Clone Wars, which is coming out. But then they're also making the second season of Mandalorian, and then the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which is coming out, I believe, next year. That's going to be dope.
I'm excited for that.
How would you rate the movies best to worst? Like the new 3 ones?
I was actually thinking, like...
Of all the Star Wars?
Well, I was gonna say all the Star Wars. Like, what were your top 3 movies? We'll just say
Out of all the Star Wars?
out of all the Star Wars that Disney's made so far. So that's episode 1 through 9, including Solo and Rogue One. So 11 movies. What are your top 3? We'll start with Courtney. Courtney, what are your top 3 movies?
She's only seen 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
No, you've only seen 3 of them.
Are we still talking Star Wars?
She
Okay, so
saw
she's
Star
out.
Wars 4.
Okay.
Alright, mine. My favorite one is Star Wars Episode 3, for sure.
Okay. Classic. Most quoted. Most quotable.
Then
Brother Anakin.
Star Wars 6.
Okay. Return of the Jedi.
Then Star Wars 5.
Okay. Adam.
Star Wars 5,
Okay.
then Star Wars 6.
Okay.
Actually, the 6th one. Star Wars 5 and Star Wars 4,
Okay.
and then Solo. I really like that movie.
Solo was a good
It
movie.
was really good.
I would.
Rogue One, Adam?
I like Rogue One, but not as much as the originals and Solo.
Yeah, that's true.
Solo was like really well done, and the originals are the
Out of all the ones that just Disney did, like all the new ones, Solo's probably the best one that they came out with.
yeah.
I think so. I would say Solo and probably the 7th one, Force Awakens.
No, that one was garbage too.
I know it
The
was
7th
more.
one wasn't that great.
It was
I
literally
think
a
was
shot
Rise
for
of
shot of
Skywalker
the
was
4th
better.
It wasn't a shot for shot, but
What
it
the
was,
f*** are you
pretty much-
talking
it was
about?
very similar, but wasn't a shot for shot remake.
They had a Death Star.
And they killed my favorite character, so them.
They had a Death Star.
second.
They had an old person from the
It's
originals
not a shot
who
for shot
died.
remake, though. It's very similar, yes, but a shot for shot is like the Lion King cartoon comparing to the reboot, where it's exactly the same frame.
I'm sorry, it's not a shot for shot remake because it's a woman instead of a guy.
Thank you. I would probably say 5th, 4th.
Really?
I don't know. I really liked Force Awakens, so I'll probably say 7. Yeah.
Are you serious?
5, 4, 7.
You're disowned from this family.
Maybe
We're gonna put you up for
Solo,
adoption.
but Solo's like a close 3rd. Like I would probably say Solo's like up there. 'Cause
Wait, what was your number 1?
the 5th one?
The
Yeah.
second one?
I'm with Adam. The 4th one. It's the 4th and 7th, I think. Since Adam's saying like they're pretty much the same movie, I'll put them both,
4th and 7th are literally the same movie.
and then probably Solo. Yeah, because I'm with Adam. Solo was actually really well done. It just didn't do well because everyone was so burnt out on all the Star Wars movies coming out back to back.
Future on Star Wars, Mandalorian, Cassian Andor.
Oh, that's right, the Cassian Andor series. So yeah, you guys know everybody's favorite character in Rogue One, the Hispanic guy with the mustache that had a thing for. The
It's
girl
so
with the
weird that
pink
you
blonde.
can't even remember any of their names.
I know. That's my biggest complaint with Rogue One. You can't remember a single person's name.
Because none of their names matter because they all die at the end. That's why it's such a good movie.
Such a waste of
Such a dumb movie.
Why?
Literally, the best part was the 3rd act.
They
But
literally, the entire movie was just supposed to explain how Rebels got
we
the
didn't need
plans.
that. They had it in the title sequence of the 4th one. So dumb.
Just
They
wanted to
say
see,
it in the
just wanted to
movie,
see
like,
everybody die,
we
and I
had
wanted to
some
see
of our
Darth
rebels
Vader
kill
kill a
the
bunch of
plans.
little.
What were we
That's all I
saying now?
wanted.
They literally say in the 4th one, like, oh, we had some rebels steal these plans and get them to us.
I know, like that's
Alright,
all
that's
you
the whole
need.
movie.
Cool, thank you, appreciate it. Like I'd be more interested, like in the Bonton spy, like hunt for the plans for the 2nd Death Star, because the Bonton spies are cool.
The what spies?
Anyway, remember in
Oh, in Battlefront 2, the guys that turn
the guys that go
invisible,
invisible. Yeah.
and then they shoot smoke at you.
yes, they disintegrate.
They're like the Beehive guys.
Yeah.
All right, what would you rate this movie?
Oh, that's right. What would you rate this movie? The Rise of
One
Skywalker.
lesbian couple kissing and not enough.
What?
I would probably give this movie probably 6 horses on a Star Destroyer out of 10. Remember the horses where they had like the
yeah.
horses riding on it? What the
I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10.
It has to be something clever, Noah. 7 what out of 10?
I give it 7 out of 10
Hey.
buttholes. You stupid.
One Captain Phasma missing out of 10.
I miss Captain Phasma so much.
That's another thing. Whatever happened to her character?
That was another thing that
She died in the 8th one. That
They
directed
just
that
wrote her out.
Have a rating.
Another thing, they made the super cool character. Wrote her out. It was
All right, Courtney has a.
Courtney has something to say.
What everybody wants to know, Courtney, what did you rate this movie?
I would rate it a 2.5 hour waste of time that I could never get back.
Wow.
End the podcast right there.
Well done, Courtney. What do we think about Star Wars Episode 9 now coming out? So J.J. Abrams is coming back. Just did Force Awakens. So he's kind of has to like do some cleanup work on this. Are we excited for it? Or are we gonna...
That was another thing.
Reddit?
J.J. Abrams kind of set up all this stuff, and then the new director kind of just ruined everything.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the thing.